Okay, so the last Mother's Day cookie cutter that I need to make is the baby feet one, which is honestly really weird. Did I import this already? I don't care. Okay. So do I want to have 2 feet in one cookie or 1 foot in one cookie? You know what? Actually, I think I want to have 2 feet in one cookie. And I think it's just going to be a super simple shape of a cookie. Just round. Okay. Now I can insert the baby feet canvas. What do you know? It's actually perfectly sized. Can I move the canvas to... I cannot. Oh, that's right, because it... What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What happened there? Oh my god. I accidentally moved one sketch. I accidentally moved one sketch, and then down here it was talking about all this crazy crap. Let's select a different face. Let's select a different face. Okay. Now I should be able to move the canvas to before the sketch. Right here, it's computing all of these things for some... I moved one thing in the timeline to before one other thing. The one thing that was before it. The whole rest of the timeline should not be affected by this, and yet it has to recompute the entire timeline. Why? Okay. That's so dumb. Whatever. That's the problem, is... Oh well. Wait. Okay. So now I'll just go ahead and project this line and make it construction. Okay. Just put a circle here. Alright, and then I offset this negative 0.8. Alright, and then I just trace the baby feet. Do I want to do splines or do I want to do an arc? Let me see what happens if I do splines. Do I even need that? How's that look? Like something. Let me try this one then. This feels weird. This feels really weird. I don't know, something feels creepy about tracing baby feet. But I just can't think of anything else. This popped up a lot when I looked up Mother's Day gift ideas. And like a lot, I guess it's really common. I don't know, all I can think of is like the Nickelodeon foot stuff, which has always been really weird and creepy. But I mean, this is not the same thing as that, so I guess it's not that bad. Okay, you really need the toes in order for it to... You really need the toes in order for it to, like, work, I think. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Can I just do circles? I feel like that's gonna be cheating. Especially with these, they're kind of more round. Maybe I can get away with circles on like the pinky toes. And maybe these ones here. I feel like... See, you can... This one I feel like needs an ellipse. This one too. And this one... I think this needs to be splined to trace around. Oh, those big toes really do the trick. Gotta do it on the inside. Because if I don't do it on the inside, then they'll start to intersect with each other, and that'll cause problems. Some of these are quite tiny. Like that right there. What is the distance of this particular 3 points? Okay, that's fine. Minus 0.8. Okay, and then now how does that look? Okay, so if I extrude this by a distance of the cutter short height, and then I bring back the sketch, and I extrude everything else, the short height minus the detail depth. I get rid of the sketch. Yeah, I guess. Actually, I might redo. I think I'm gonna redo all of these other toes because they don't look quite right. There's like subtle differences that make it not quite look quite right. So that kind of sucks because like I don't want to have to spline all of this crap, but okay. I mean, yeah, that already looks better. Oof. I don't think I have enough points on that spline. Okay. All right. Minus 0.8. See, I think that's looking better. Because it's the asymmetry that sells it. Like, you can get away with circular bits on something like a bunny rabbit, because a bunny rabbit is not a human, and so we won't notice it not being as realistic, you know. But like on something that's human, it's a lot easier to notice inaccuracies. Because like let's see, where was it? For the bunny, right, that I traced. I mean, first of all, look at all of these. None of these are actually the most accurate, you know. But I changed that tail to be just a circle shape, and it looked fine. But that was because we're not bunnies. A bunny would look at that and say, "Oh my goodness, how creepy." There's something off about that bunny drawing. Okay, I'm gonna have to... be really precise about certain of these. It's better to have a lot of points than a few points on a spline. When you're like tracing an object. Because it helps you to like... It gives you more places to conform to the thing you're tracing. Okay. Yeah, see, that looks really good actually. Okay. So a little bit, there we go. And a little bit more inward. I think that's good. Yeah, that looks like a toe. That one in there, and this one here, and this one straight down like that. Oh, I'm going a little bit too far inside the shape here. Minus 0.8. Fit point spline command is editing. Why does it keep trying to save while I'm making splines? Minus 0.8. I'm not using the parameter because I just don't feel like using the parameter when a 0.8 offset is super easy to remember, especially because I make so many cookie cutters. I mean, I've made how many? 25 at least. And again, that's just for this. I've made several before coming up with the idea for the universal base. I'm gonna try to put those in like a fairly central spot in that gradient there. It's kind of annoying because these are rasterized images, but then like for some reason it's getting like anti-aliased, and I kind of would prefer if it wasn't anti-aliased. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then this one now has to include all of these bits that got changed. Okay, next. Just get it all. All right. Okay, get this. Wall thickness. Wall thickness. Negative wall thickness. Negative wall thickness. Thank goodness that's not going into any of those. I'm gonna trim it off anyways. Yes, I know. Okay, and then get this one. I'm not gonna do the inside of the toes. Trim that. And get rid of that. And where did that come from? Okay. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and trim everything so that I'll go ahead and trim everything it lets me trim without deciding to have a freaking brain spasm. Okay, so I'm not allowed to trim any of... No. Yeah, so I'm not allowed to trim any of this part. But can I trim the other stuff? Maybe, but probably not. Okay, well then I'm just gonna stop that and see what I've got here. Oof. Anyways, I have to offset this. All of this. Negative. Okay. Try not to have a spasm here. Okay. 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 And then I have to trim this. And may I trim this? Okay, so all of this somehow became codependent with each other, which is quite annoying. Whoops. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and delete all of these and try again. Because if I trim them as I go, it looks like I'll be able to get more done, more trimmed. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and do these one at a time. And I'm going to have to trim all of these simultaneously as I'm doing it, or else codependencies will arrive and constraints will start popping up where they don't need to be. Okay, last one. Now offset this one. And now I can just trim this and hopefully this. Actually, I'll go ahead and delete that so that this is one piece. Okay. Oh no! Okay. So this is like 3 pieces, but fine. And then get the inside here. Wall thickness. Alright. The next thing I gotta do is connect these together. Okay. Okay. Fine. What? What? Ha! Haha! Stupid program. Okay, what else? I'm actually just gonna go ahead and get this there so that all of this is connected here and there, and that's connected there. So then four. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? That's the problem with complex shapes in these stupid programs. Is once they get too complex, the program suddenly becomes very stupid. Like that! Oh my god. Okay, so now the circle is connected to the base, and then the feet are connected to the circle. I wonder if there's a better way to connect these. I think there is. I don't think I need this bit. And I think I can redo this bit to be a little bit more efficient. Okay, for some reason, deleting a completely inconsequential piece, a completely inconsequential stick is not going to be an inconsequential action. There's warnings on the sketch already. What the heck? What are the warnings? Compute failed. Failed to solve. Please try revising dimensions or constraints. Let me go back to before the warning. I don't know when the warning happened, so this might be a while. Oh, this happened a long time ago. Okay, well, I'm gonna just stop here because this is where I have everything I need. Grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that. Select the toes. I bet it was all those stinking trims. Somehow it was able to compute it without computing it, because the computers are capable of magic now. It is extremely annoying. And select this as well. Okay. So now I'm going to have to combine the other one. Okay. And I think I can just put a line like that, and then any old line, make it parallel. I should be able to make this 4. Good. Okay. And I should also be able to extend this line Why is this continually getting infinitesimally smaller? At some point it'll pass a threshold. At some point it'll pass frickin' heck. Okay, that should have passed the threshold. There we go. Okay. So that'll combine that, and then I'm just gonna fill in the toe there. All right. Two constraints here are that this is parallel to this, and that these are 4 apart. All right. Now let's move this point on this line to like some kind of maximum if I can find it. Close enough. So now I've got this bit, and this bit. Alright, now I've got this bit. So now I can take these bits, put them here. Okay. That's good. Now if I press too hard on it, these will cut out their shapes. So I have to be careful with that. So what I could do is take this one and a half. Where is the warning? Compute failed. Failed to solve. Please try revising dimensions or constraints. Which dimensions or constraints? No? That didn't do it? I guess I shouldn't have, I just shouldn't have, whatever. I'm saving here. And this is going to be a freaking, whatever. Anyways, so now this is 3 millimeters instead of 2. And I think that ought to work. And the reason I think that ought to work is because I don't think I can press down so hard. Like, I don't think I can press down hard enough to get this to cut out its shape from inside the cookie when it's, but I think it's also deep enough that it should still be able to show up in the cookie if it's a thick enough cookie. Five. That first bit. Why? What are these? These ones up here before the whatever. Okay. Anyways, put these where they go. extrude, one inside. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna risk it. Can I just ignore? Can I just tell the program to ignore it? Because, like, I really don't want that little warning to go up. Whatever. Whatever. Rename this to baby feet. And rename the sketches. I think circles. Oh no, okay. And baby feet label. Get this one. Okay. So I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna go ahead and make this one a mesh. 14,000 triangles. That has to go in the right place. And the right place is still the wrong place. Save. And that is the cookie cutter. So I'll go ahead and slice it then. Okie dokie. The baby feet one. Oh, 2 hours, 44 minutes. Nice and fast. A lot of jumping around again. Well, at least this one doesn't have very much jumping around in these layers. Let me see about the up here in the and it fills in little gaps. Yeah. I mean, this one's pretty hard to not optimize, to be honest. Okay, gonna save that. It is saved. And I'll go ahead and print it. So here's the new cookie cutter. The baby feet cookie cutter. It's funny because it kind of looks like a globe for some reason, like Africa and then the Americas. Anyways, time to grab some cookie dough. Is this enough? This is probably enough to get 3-ish cookies out of that. And then I'll have to merge all of those together to make a batch of all of them. Actually, just grab a little bit from here. Did that get in? Yes, it did. Okay. And I'm gonna smush them together. All right. Grab some flour and sprinkle on top of the cookie dough and flour the rolling pin. Starting to get somewhere with this. Gotta squish it all together so that it doesn't like get cracks in the middle of it. I guess it's more repairing the cracks in the middle of it that formed is what I'm doing. Nope, that doesn't work too well. Got some bits stuck to the rolling pin. I'll go ahead and take those off. Okay, it's starting to get a little bit more pliable now. I'll do my best to repair these cracks here. Let me twist this way. All right, that looks thin enough. Might even be a little bit too thin. But I think I can get 2 cookies out of this. So, in the flour, give it a good dunk, and see if I can get it from here. And I'm just going to cut out I'm going to press hard on the circle on the outside and a little bit on the whole rest of it. Okay. And that's nice. That looks nice. Next one. This next one's going to have some cracks on the inside of it, but oh, the thing happened where it got cut here. All right, where is the toothpick? There it is. There we go. Okay. Can I get it out of this area? It looks like almost, but there's a little bit here where it won't fit, so I'm going to have to re-roll this. I'm going to put this lid on the top of that spray can. Grab every bit of dough that's reasonable to grab. Flour this some more. And roll it out. And now that it's warm, it's a lot softer and easier to roll out. One more flip so that it doesn't stick to the paper. Get the okay. All right, that looks good, I think. Yeah, that little thing there, that's just flour. Let's go for another dunk. And go like right right next to it so that right there. Okay. Now, I don't know how well this spatula is going to work because the circle is bigger than the spatula, but if I just get this stuff and... Oh no! I folded the cookie. Let's try and flatten that. Okay. Next one. I appear to have accidentally put the spatula on top of this cookie. Alright. Where can this one go? Right there, looks good. And I will bake those, and then I will see them after they are baked. They're such a simple shape that honestly, they shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's the details that are the issue, and the details came out fine on all three, so that's actually pretty good. So I'll go ahead and bake these then. So here are the 3 cookies after they've been baked. They all have pretty good details. Like, they're all really good. This is probably the best I've done so far with these Mother's Day cookies. So, yeah, there's that one. There's the cookie cutter right there. I have to wash it off still, but that was the last one from the Mother's Day set that I'm making. So